Hi everyone, welcome back to the stream. As you can see, we're going to have a very important debate today. We are going to put against each other all of the fictional cats that I could think of, and we will make them fight to life or death, and we will see which cat is going to turn out to be the most OP one. This is the grand battle of fictional cats. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. We're also joined by my two cats. Fortunately, they're not gonna be fighting, but they are here to cheer on them. We have Mika and also Mocha. Mocha, you can't see her, but she's there, I promise. But hi everyone, hi you, hi JK, hi MM. I'm still at work, but this is more important. No, stop. Work is more important. Wait, what is playing in the background? Oh yeah, because I have this like playlist. It's like kind of like intense maybe. So I figured, you know what? We need to get into the intense mood. We need to get into the fight or flight mood to be able to decide and determine which cats are going to win, of course. What an idea, right? Like, I just random, because you know how much I love Momo from Infinity Nikki. And like, I was just thinking, you know what? Like, I love Momo. He's so OP. But then I started thinking of other cats, and I'm like, wait, I don't know if Momo is that powerful against other fictional cats. And I'm like, wait. Actually, what if? So that's what I came up with today. And I told you guys, that this stream is going to be very weird and different, but you're just going to be like, that's so like Kato. Like, obviously Kato would do something like that. You're technically working too. I feel you. Yes, guys, partner up and work as you're watching my stream for sure. No cats will be heard on this stream. Exactly. It is for entertainment purposes only. We will be putting up pictures of cats against each other, not real cats. Real cats are chilling. They're just there in the background, enjoying. For now, says Yui, the spawn of Satan. I saw that. I saw what you got today. I'm surprised you didn't do it earlier, right? Like, I don't know why I didn't think of this idea earlier. I've had this video idea for like a month, but I felt like there isn't really a perfect time to do it. So I'm like, you know what? In June, sometime in June, we're doing this. And I was like, you know what? Today's the day. Today is the day and I'm doing it. And I will give you a little hint because I don't think this battle is going to take us...
Squeak?
That's... No,
well, okay, I'm not gonna...
Cute emotes. Yes, katode clap.
You know what? I'm not gonna say it just yet. Thank you so much, Kajima, for the resub. And we have 2 months. Thank you so much. Exactly. Ads? No. Cute emotes? Yes. Thank you so much. What a perfect resub to kick off. You know what? Kajima, you're the sponsor of today's fight. You know, every single grand battle, every single tournament has to have sponsors. You are my sponsor. Thanks to you, we were able to put up all these OP cats, powerful little creatures against one another, and they will enter the arena. But we first must introduce you to all of the candidates. Now, with that being said, I also wanted to hint, like before the resub happened, I wanted really to say, thank you, that since this is probably not gonna take the whole stream, I actually have one more thing prepared for later. It's gonna be in the similar style, but it's gonna be something else. But shh, you don't know, you didn't hear. It's just for later. So glad to be back. Hi, Rizzy. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? OP cats, is it including Momo? Of course it's including Momo. 95% criminal? That's because you're skipping work. You're not working. That's why. The bot was like, oh, let me shame for a second. 91% you got JK? Oh, I didn't see that. Oh my gosh, you guys truly are delinquents. You know, speaking of delinquents and foes, so I recently have seen a YouTube short from this person. I don't know, have you seen those? It's like in New York City, there's a guy that takes subways and he interviews people and always starts his videos off, so what's your take? So he basically asks people for hot takes. And one of the hot takes that a person said is that I didn't know that's like a thing in America, to be honest with you. It's very weird for me. But there's apparently this app in America called Find Your Friends, right? So basically you can stalk your friends because I guess that's what people do over there. I don't know. But the point is that this guy said that my hot take would be that instead of having Find Your Friends, we should have Find Your Foes app. And I'm like, I feel like that's what you guys want. You guys want find your foes, but so that you can bond with them and do criminal activities together, right? Oh my god, Meg has that much raise today? Liar. I'm good, how are you? I was watching all of your new videos on the channel, very excited that you started posting again. Thank you so much. I'm really happy that you caught up on them. It means a lot to me. I've been doing good. I'm actually really happy to see that the Minecraft video is doing pretty well, like compared to my other videos. I didn't expect that so many people are gonna watch it, which obviously the amount of people that watch that video is nothing compared to like my old videos, but like I don't expect to get, you know, freaking millions of views again. Like, come on, those were like exceptional videos. I'm happy. That video, by the way, is still like growing in terms of viewership. Let me see what's the update right now. Right now I have 4.6 thousand views on this video. That's really good considering that the average for other videos is like 1.5, maybe 2,000. That's like 2 times, but not more. That's amazing. So I can avoid my foes. Find your foes. We're ready to throw fists. No, I think that's what makes it. That's the purpose, so that you're supposed to avoid them. That's what that guy was saying, at least on that subway interview. He's like, I want to find my foes so that I don't see them. So that, you know, I'll look at my phone, I'll see the app, and I'm like, oh, the person that I don't like my coworker or something, is in that store. I'm not gonna go in. But I mean, okay. The tea is piping hot with my brother-in-law. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Makes sense, but I'd rather see your bad viewed videos rather than you suffering health-wise for your good videos. Thank you, Void. Thank you. Yeah, I am the same. Honestly, if I cared only about views, like I'd still be making Genshin videos. Like, let's be honest, if I only cared about that. But since I care more about my mental health, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna make stuff that make me unhappy anymore, because it's just, it leads me to even worse place. Period. Yes. My brother-in-law told my husband that my anxiety can be a lot for them. For them. Because they're the ones suffering. And blame my anxiety for their problems. He's so mad, and I've never seen him this angry in our 80 years together. Your husband is mad? I hope your husband is mad. Not that this asshole is mad. Like, this asshole has no business being mad. He has the problem of the fact that he have an anxiety. I swear. Like, that sounds like not a real information, but like, it happened to me as well, right? Like, I've seen people just like shame me for example, being depressed, that it's a problem to them. And I'm like, what? I mean, I'm not depressed anymore, but back when I was, it's like, I'm trying my best. Do you think it's easy for me? You might. I should upload the rest of your Slowcraft gameplay as well. I want to create like a mini series with the Slowcraft. I don't know how many episodes there are going to be, but I just want like a few to just experiment, do more stuff that bring me joy. I'm glad you made the change. You have so much more options to do things. So I like that, honestly. Thank you. Oh, yes, he is mad. It's all because I don't want to share an Airbnb with their dog. They think I need to get over it. Oh my gosh. They're still on about that. I agree, right about it, but I know he plans on handling it. He said he backed out of the rest of the conversation. And thank God. There's your weekly tea sponsored by JK. Oh my gosh. Wow. So you know what? How about to cheer us all up? We're gonna channel all that energy. You know, you have so much anger build up from this situation. We're gonna do angry fights. Angry cat fights. Quite literally. Are we cat fighting? Yes, we are. So I will present to you our candidates for today. This song is so appropriate for my feelings right now. Yeah, right? It's like a good moody playlist that I have on right now. Okay, let's change the scene and fictional cats, the grand battle. Let me drink some water and I will present to you our candidates. I'm doing lots of self-care in this stream. That's been the highlight of my week. Oh, take care of yourself. What is this? This is the special thing that I prepared for you guys. So, the candidates. We have 12 cats from movies, TV shows, anime, cartoons, and games. This is going to be in the bracket fights style. You guys know that website that creates tier lists? They also created these bracket fights thingy. I'm gonna show you later. What's the prize? I don't know. We can think of something together. I actually haven't thought about it. They have randomized placement because I didn't want to be biased. And I will present to you in an alphabetical order. Also, you may notice that this presentation looks horrendous, and that is on purpose. I wanted it to look bad. The first candidate we have today is the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland, the Disney movie. Powers include shapeshifting and manipulation. Bonus facts, even the Queen of Hearts fears him. Sounds like a pretty strong candidate to me, am I right? I remember my friend doing a Hunger Game battle between a friend group and I backstab people. That doesn't surprise me at all. That does not surprise me at all. Next, Garfield from Garfield. Powers, understands human language, but doesn't talk himself, can operate basic machinery. Well, isn't that a useful skill in a battlefield? Bonus fact, he has one weakness. That man, he can be defeated with just a lasagna. Just put a lasagna in front of him and he'll probably prefer to eat it instead of fighting. And honestly, I relate to that. I feel very connected to it. Queen of Hearts, me. Woot. This is a perfect presentation for my food. I know who to bet on. We will actually have bets. So basically the way we're gonna fight, bracket style fights work that you have a pair of something that fights against each other and we have to pick a winner. So what we're gonna do is that I am going to choose who wins, but you guys are gonna place bets. Who do you think is going to win? So, hi Mathata. I am presenting to everyone the candidates for our battle today. We have a grand battle of fictional cats, Matthew. And this is the second candidate that I'm presenting. The first one was the Cheshire Cat. Let's move on to the third one. Happy from Fairy Tale, the anime. powers, flying, speed, and human language. Bonus fact, he can partially transform into Lucy, which is the female main character, but it's very creepy because he doesn't really fully transform. He just kind of like transform his head. It looks weird. It's not really going to help him win any battles. Let's say it like that. Next candidate is Hello Kitty, because how can we have the battle of fictional cats without the queen herself, the cat of all cats? From Hello Kitty. Powers? I don't know. Baking? Playing the piano? Bonus fact, Kato, aka me, has never seen any Hello Kitty media. Clearly. I tried my best to do research on what Hello Kitty's power could possibly be, but it turns out that she's just a really mundane girl. She has a twin, but I don't think that counts as a superpower, unless JK, you can prove me wrong. Do you feel powerful because you have a twin? I was highly suspecting Happy to be there. Of course I had to. Lucifer from Cinderella. Powers, predicts enemies' moves. Very useful. And sabotages them. Wow. Senses also utter presence, so no one can sneak up on him. But bonus fact, because he's so hyper aware of everything that's going on, he's actually really easy to be tricked. So even though he's smart, he's not smart enough. Sometimes we do have a habit of texting each other at the same time and we live hours away. It is maybe the twin telepathy. They really always say that twin telepathy is like it's not real, but I feel like to a certain extent it is. To a certain extent it is. Poisonous lasagna. Garfield doesn't stand a chance against Hello Kitty. Oh my gosh, you might be onto something. Okay, we'll see. We will make theories once we start a battle. Meowth from Pokemon. Powers, speed, human language, and high intelligence. Bonus fact, he's a glue in Team Rocket, which is, the team of people that he's with usually. And I think that can help him with getting some allies in the battlefield, I think he can make some friends and turn people against each other. My mom said that we would talk to each other in a language she didn't understand, like we both made it up. Wow. Prepare for trouble, make it double. Wait, Meowth feels like cheating. He's a Pokemon? Oh, don't worry. He's not the only cheater in here. Don't worry. We have a variety of cats. But we'll get there. Momo, my favorite baby. I'm definitely not biased towards him. He's from Infinity Nikki. Powers, human language, floating, and very high jumping. He can even perform a double jump. Bonus fact, he can also transform into Tomomo at any point. And you don't want to go against the Slender Momo. Like, when we saw Tomomo, the internet was shook. What do you mean, Kato? I don't know what I mean. Not the Tomomo. I saw and heard that. Puss in Boots. How could I make a list without Puss in Boots? From Shrek. Obviously, we know that I love Shrek. It's a thing here. Powers include fencing / sword fighting. Very useful. We haven't seen a cat so far that can use any weapons. And also human language. Bonus fact, have you ever noticed that he wears a belt? Because I swear when I was making this presentation, I never knew this.
Does all cats have 9 lives by default?
No, by default, we're gonna assume that all cats have only 1 life to not make it difficult. Having a cat herb in his boot? I haven't seen Puss in Boots like the movie. I've only seen Shrek, and I don't remember that detail. I mean, all cats have 9 lives, but for the sake of my sanity, we're gonna pretend all of them have 1.
Well,
It's in
Puss in
Shrek 2?
Boots has 9.
I don't remember. Well, then we can add it that he has catnip in his boots. You know what? He can splash catnip on his enemies, and that's going to distract them. It's like a smoke bomb, but in the form of catnip for cats. Salem. This is actually my second favorite. If I had to place bets on who could possibly win this tournament, I think it would actually be this gentleman over here. He is from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the very old TV show that most of you kiddos probably haven't seen because y'all are very young for some reason. He has the power of speaking the human language and has a very high IQ. Bonus fact, he actually used to be a very powerful sorcerer who was planning to take over the world. But unfortunately, he got caught and then turned into a cat for the rest of eternity as a punishment. So, someone put me to watch one episode of that. You should. Honestly, I love Salem. He's like such a sarcastic, funny cat. Like, I use memes of him all the time because I love it. I remember that old show. Oh my god, yes. He's a high contender for victory, right? I love this show. Me too. This unlocked the oldest memory in my brain. There was a Netflix show recently from Sabrina. Yeah, but we don't count that. That doesn't count. Honestly, the first season was pretty good, and then it went downhill from there. It became really bad. If I had to recommend you Sabrina the Teenage Witch, I would just go for the original TV show, not the Netflix adaptation. Because it's like a completely different vibe. Sabrina the Teenage Witch is like a comedy, essentially. It's a comedy with a bit of dark sense of humor. But then, I don't know what they were trying to go for with Netflix. Like, as I said, the first season is pretty good. But then, I stopped watching it because that's how bad it got. Not Netflix, they ruined it with other shows too. Yeah. We don't talk about Death Note. I do not believe that the Netflix adaptation of Death Note exists. Simba, this one's for you, JK. I don't know why it's for you, but I just feel like it's for you, you know? It's like, this is the equivalent, the lion equivalent of that horse. Simba from The Lion King. You're gonna put lions of cats fight? Lions are cats. Lions are cats. That's why I told you that, like, Meowth is not the only one cheating in here. He's not the only one cheating. Powers, strength, and speed. Also incredible leadership skills. He could honestly create an army and force others to fight for him. Bonus fact, some of you put him on your hear me out cakes. I see you. We almost called our cat Simba. Oh, lions are literally cats, right? They're cats. I know, but he's gonna play with them with his paw and boom, kill the poor cat. But see, some cats, like for example Momo, he has double jump. He can just jump away from him. What does Simba's gonna do? Nothing. Tom. From Tom and Jerry. Powers, elasticity, and intelligence. Bonus fact, did you know that his name is actually based on the word tomcat, which refers to male cats? I didn't know that, but I've learned for this. Yes, hear me out, cakes. Small doesn't mean weak. Hell yeah. Tom wins. He has Toon Force on his side. Bet. Wait, this is interesting, right? And finally, we have the biggest cheater of the cheaters, Yoruichi from Bleach. She's a fraud. She's not actually a cat. It's a woman, but she transforms into a cat. But hey, she's a fictional cat, so she is a part of our battle. She can transform back to a human. She also has speed and combat abilities, plus voice changing, because when she turns into a cat, she actually pretends to have a man voice. And I feel like if she has the ability to pretend someone else's voice, she could lure her enemies with that voice. And a bonus fact, she's a baddie. I love Yoroi too. She's like one of my favorite characters in Bleach. Looks respectfully, as you should. I love her. God, our rewatch has been so long. All in on Yoruichi. Yes, please, our baddie. And let the battle begin, everyone. Place your bets. Who do you think will win? Let's get our thoughts, everyone. Just like, you don't have to place an actual bet right now. Just think out of all of the cats that I've presented to you today, who do you think stands the biggest chance? I can show you the kitties again. Yoruichi, Tom, Simba, Salem, Puss in Boots, Momo, Meowth, Lucifer, Hello Kitty, Happy, Garfield, and the Cheshire Cats. Tell me down in the chat, or actually chat, depends how you're watching this. If it's on screen, then here, tell me here. Tell me, everyone, what do you think? All my points on Tom, I'd say Puss, Simba. Gotta stick with my boy, of course. I already forgot half of the contestants. Oh no, Hello Kitty, just love her so much. Wait. Which of these cats can do a flip? Yoruichi. And Momo. Actually, Momo can do a flip because when he does a double jump, he flips. So now you have a very difficult choice. Who do you want? Yoruichi or Momo? Sabrina cat or Momo? I bet everything on Tom. Bet everything on Yoruichi. Momo. Go, Momo, kill them with your legs. All right, everyone. We must now go to the arena, and I will present to you the show. Today's question of the day is, if you had a dragon, what would you name it? I actually didn't think about it myself, like what would I name a dragon? But I just thought it was such a cool thing because you can create so many cool ideas, like so many fun fantasy names for dragons. All right, Amaterasu, see, that's a cool one. Here we are on the arena with all of the cats. The placement of the kitties, as you can see, was randomized. And if you can't see them that well, it's okay because I will be telling you who is going against who. I'm so bad with names, so fast. Not Hello Kitty versus Pheromone, no. I'm sorry, guys. It was randomized. I did click, there was this shuffle here, so I clicked that. We cannot change it. The fate of the world is in our hands, and the first battle we have is between Meowth and Garfield. And I will right now create a prediction. Why can't I create it here? Wait. Okay, I can't create it here. Hold on. I must do it in the browser then. Whoa. That's not supposed to be here. Never mind. Why was that here? I don't remember putting it there. Okay. Give me a second. Oh. And now, I want... Where is... Predictions. Start a prediction. we will have Meowth versus Garfield. And you'll be able to use your channel points to pick which one of these two do you think is going to win. I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds. Is 30 seconds enough? You know what? I will give you a minute because I will be thinking about what is going to be. What is going to be the result. No ads. My channel points finally getting some use, as they should. Someone tell me who wins and who loses. It's okay, you will see it. Meowth versus Garfield. The prediction, guys, I do want to emphasize it, that the prediction doesn't determine the win, because I am the final judge and I will be making a decision based on my own opinions, because I am completely unbiased, of course. Ooh. Oh my gosh, are those? Why were they so long? Wait. Check your PayPal? What? What are you saying? Wait, why did that not show me the results? Hey, I don't know what the results are now. Hello? Wait. But I think most of you chose Meowth, right? Why didn't it show me? It usually shows the result. When can I... Hold on, where can I access that? Oh, okay, I see. No, I'm wrong. Actually, Garfield won. 61% of people voted for Garfield and only 39% voted for Meowth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please explain to me, for those of you who voted for Garfield, why do you think Garfield would win in this battle? You chose Meowth, Garfield. You guys are crazy. Garfield, how? That's what we want to find out. Why do you guys think? Garfield, because look at him. Garfield just eats and poops and sleeps. I'm very surprised that the majority of people chose Garfield, but yes. Oh no, that's not true. Only Mig voted for... Wait, I just realized, because you put a lot of channel points. That's why it showed me. Okay, so majority of people voted for Meowth, but Mig placed the biggest amount of points. Now, that's so funny. So, okay, that's kind of unfair, don't you think? Don't you think it basically is pay to win? It's pay to win over here. I don't approve of that. See, this is why I am the final jury in this, because I can make unbiased opinions and I will not be swayed with channel points. All right, Meg. So you need to explain yourself. Why did you vote for Garfield? You just said because look at him. But like what? Garfield is literally known for being lazy. It's literally in his traits that he's lazy. You can just defeat him with lasagna. Listen, I don't want to do this. But he's my spirit animal. I had to. Okay. But Meowth will get worn out. Meowth can't cook. But I think that Meowth still has higher intelligence. plus the speed. And we know that Garfield is just lazy. He's not gonna be chasing around Meowth on the arena. Meowth can do it all day. And then Garfield's just like, I don't feel like doing it. He's just gonna lay in the middle and not do anything. Meowth can learn Shadow Ball. What can Garfield do against that silly? See? So I think this time we are actually in agreement. It is the winner, Meowth. Give it up for Meowth. I don't have a applause sound, but that would be nice, you know? Meow. Meow? Why didn't I meow? Hold on. What do I have like from sounds? No, not womp womp. I don't know. Let's pretend that bonking right now is bravo. It didn't count your channel points? What in the Meowth? Hi, Con. So, yeah. That's it's exactly what you think it is. It's a grand battle of fictional cats. Where are the points? But I don't understand. How do I do it? Choose outcome. Oh, okay. So Meowth. Complete prediction. Yes. Do not show this again. Confirm. Okay, this is a bit more complicated than I thought. It's my first time doing it. I'm sorry, guys. Hell yeah. Congratulations to everyone. You got mixed points. Mix lost all his points. Question of the day is, if you had a dragon, what would you name it? Something super cool. I already know it. I'm the sponsor. Yes, you are. You are today's sponsor. Thank you so much. We have 2 sponsors already, ladies and gentlemen. Kajime at the beginning and now Meg. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now we have the battle. The second one, 2 cuties. How could they do that to us? 2 cuties against each other. We have Hello Kitty versus Momo. Now this is gonna be difficult, don't you think? Okay, I am going to start a prediction. Hello Kitty versus Momo. This one might be heartbreaking to some of you, but it's the risk I am willing to take. Start a prediction. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Place your bets. Who do you think is going to win in that round? The battle. How did Garfield lose? What is this disgrace? Against Meowth, he never stood a chance, Con. He never stood a chance. I'm sorry. No, I can't choose. It's okay. You don't need to. This time. It can save your points for the next battle. Yes, I was referencing Lord Farquaad. I'm happy you caught on. Momo will probably win, but all for my girl. I see. I want Hello Kitty, but I also want Momo. Right, this is the most heartbreaking battle that we will see today. I don't know how we're gonna pick ourselves up from this. Oh my god. Bring the tissues, everyone. This is the most emotional fight that we're going to experience today. But fear not. The battles are just beginning. Momo is my favorite. I cannot not pick him. I'm the only one for Hello Kitty. Okay. Why is it already closed? Because it's only 30 seconds. I can do it a minute if you guys want. I think maybe a minute would be better. Okay, let's do a minute next time.
Tight, Spider Monkey.
Oh, thank you so much for the raid. Wait, I was about to say who won. Hi, thank you so much, Emma. Thank you. What have you been doing on your stream? Let me give you a little shout out. We are doing, as you can see, a grand battle of fictional cats. And right now we have a fight against Hello Kitty and Momo from Infinity Nikki. I was playing Reverse 1999. Ooh, I've heard about this game. How are you enjoying it? And our predictions are telling me that only one person voted for Hello Kitty. How deeply upsetting. But I hate to break this to you. They were wrong. Because Momo will always win against Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty, you cannot kill Momo with just baking. Hello Kitty is a classic. It is. But unfortunately, Momo is just too powerful. Woohoo! Yes, I knew Momo. Yeah, we all knew that. We love Hello Kitty. We love Momo. But if we're talking about fighting, unfortunately. I mean, I'd love to say Momo, but I'm disappointed. But the last update, yeah, I feel you. Like, honestly, Momo for me is one of the reasons that I still play Infinity Nikki, because I just love Momo so much. But I don't know, the lack of communication with the player base, and also just the fact that there's still so many core issues that they've never addressed, and I feel like they're not going to, because I guess it's like their policy. It's just really sad. My race percent is 1. Yeah, exactly. You know what? With his Slenderman powers, yeah, Hello Kitty never stood a chance. I'm sorry to my girl, but Momo's always there. Why did they remake the story? I don't know. It would make so much more sense if that thing that they've added is just like a continuation, right? And they say that, oh, what happened before in Flora Wish, all of that, maybe it was like a destiny. You were destined to save Flora Wish or something. It would make so much more sense. But I don't know, like the amount of strange choices that they made. Like I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to comment. Yes, we can time to rig the competition, make the ASMR a reality. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I even have that channel point. Because you know what? I remember that I've added this channel point redeem back up again, because I was saying that I hope no one's gonna be weird about it. Unfortunately, no one was. That's why I forgot that it even exists. Soon a visitor shall delight you. A fortune cookie for Selkran. Oh, someone's gonna come and visit you. That's cute. Oh my god, Salem on the next one. Speaking of the next one, we have actually 2 tricksters, 2 very powerful magical cats. We have the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland, and also Salem. Also, Emma, if you need to raid and run, I totally understand. Thank you so much for raiding me again. Go take care of yourself, eat, and use the bathroom, whatever is necessary. Thank you so much for being here. Punch or punish Cheshire? I don't know. We have to create a prediction. Cheshire Cat versus Salem. I will give you guys a whole minute this time to vote so that it doesn't run out too fast. Should be better, right? Should be better. About a minute. What is the other cat from? It is from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's like a pretty old show. I believe it was airing in the 90s. But Salem is like... Basically, Salem used to be a very powerful sorcerer that was planning to destroy the world, but he got caught and then turned into a cat as a punishment. So he's like a very sarcastic cat who's constantly talking about world domination. I love him. I just stopped because someone is home and they might make annoying noise. Oh, I see. Yeah, like I get it. When I first started streaming, I was also like kind of scared to stream when people were at home. Again, outsmart Cheshire Cat, easy. I hadn't thought of Sabrina the Teenage Witch in ages. Yeah. Honestly, this kitty is on my mind sometimes. Okay. We have the predictions made. Every single person voted for Salem. And I just can't disagree with that. He is the superior cat. I did tell you that he is one of my top candidates for this battle, as he should. Salem is too smart to get confused by Cheshire Cat. Exactly. I think that Salem would immediately see through the Cheshire's facade and all of his magical illusions. He would be like, what are you doing, dude? Like, actually, what are you doing? I am so much more powerful than you. Yes, he was a sassy cat for sure. Next, we have two actually decently powerful kitties. We have Puss in Boots and also Happy from Fairy Tale. This actually, I am curious to see what will be your guys's choices in this, because I think it could be very polarizing. Let's create a prediction. Happy versus Puss and Boots. Choose 1 minute. Start prediction right now. That's a tough one, right? I need to think about it. Who do I think would win? Puss in Boots can use his sword / fencing thingy. He talks. He's very intelligent. We also got reminded by you that he has catnip. Right, he has catnip that can sprinkle onto his enemies. I don't know a lot about Happy, but if he cannot fly, can Puss in Boots even get to him? That's a good point. Because even though Puss in Boots has a sword, what can he do against a flying enemy? All right, everyone. Did we conclude our predictions? Wow. Okay. I see that most of you actually have voted for Puss in Boots. Only one single person voted for Happy. Puss in Boots maybe has some throwing skills. Maybe. Puss in Boots is canonically known as a fairy lover. It's not even a competition. I don't know what that means. What do you mean? I haven't seen the Puss in Boots movie though. I'm only talking about Shrek. Maybe climb a tree to reach him? If not, I think Happy. It's funny because if everyone votes only on one, you can just get the points back. It's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's all for fun. It's not really like, what do you need the channel points for? Like, let's be honest. I don't have any special rewards that you can't afford. Like, they're so expensive, except for the ASMR, but like, let's be honest. All right. I'm surprised. But even though Puss in Boots is extremely powerful, I actually don't think he's going to win against Happy. Because that's exactly what I was thinking, what Kajime said. I don't think Puss in Boots can fight him if he can just fly away. It's not gonna work on him. I don't like Fairy Tale, so I voted for Puss in Boots because he's one cute boy. True, he is very cute. The little eyes. Let's go. Who voted Happy is getting a lot of points. Excuse me. Am I onto something? I don't know who voted. I'm not gonna disclose who that is. No, it's not based on votes. It's just a prediction. I am the final judge. I am the final judge. I will always be the final judge. What is even happening here? That's why I was saying earlier, because actually, according to predictions over here, Garfield was supposed to win because Mig put so many channel points into his win. that he outwon everyone, basically. And we're not gonna be swayed by money over here. No. My verdict cannot be purchased. I cannot be bribed. I am the final boss. The power of friendship versus sportship. You know what? The power of friendship will win. What is this? No. What can I say? And now, unfortunately, you can't see. So maybe I'm going to change the position of my camera over here. Okay. The chat is just gonna stay where it is, It's fine. It's fine. We have Simba versus Yoruichi. Yoruichi from Bleach. As we remember, she can transform into a human. And then Simba is just Simba. He's a very powerful leader, very strong, very fast. Yoruichi. And let me put all of them into predictions. Start prediction. Everyone go and vote. This one might be another one where I'm like, oh, actually, I don't know what's going to be the answer. Simba is strong. Sorry, Simba. He threw Scar off of a cliff. I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I don't remember that. Human gets eaten by a lion. Oh, so I assume you guys are voting for Simba. We'll see. I will wait until the results and I will tell you who wins this. You see, you also need to remember, because I assume a lot of you probably haven't seen Bleach, is that Yoruichi is actually an extremely powerful fighter. She can use a lot of magical powers. And honestly, she's a commander, actually. She's a commander in her little society. She has a whole army to herself, which I maybe should have disclosed earlier, but oh well. So guess who's winning? It's Yoruichi. Definitely no one saw that coming. So actually, I can tell you that most of you also voted for Yoruichi. It wasn't just me. Let's go, Yoruichi. Hey, actually, you know what? If you're talking about cheating, Simba is also a cheater. We were talking about how he's not like a small cat. He's a freaking lion. So I actually, you know what? This was very unfair to put our precious babies against one another, but this is very fair. Put cheaters against one another. I want them to fight. I've seen Bleach, but I don't remember her Zanpakuto or Bankai. I also don't remember, to be honest with you. I think she has lightning powers, I believe. Yeah, she's like super fast, like as fast as lightning, basically, something like that. But Kato, you have to let us have time to discuss. Is it not long enough? A whole minute? How we're having foes fighting without argument. Okay. How much time do you need for this then? I can give you 3 minutes so that we decide. 3 minutes? Is it good? Is it enough? It must be. I'm not giving you any more. Last one. Last battle. We have Tom and Lucifer. Oh. 2 cats that have a high level of intelligence, and both actually are villains in their own story if you really think about it. Tom versus Lucifer. Tom will be option number 1 and Lucifer will be option number 2. Oh, I can't put 3 minutes. So you guys get 2 minutes because it's either 2 or 5. 5 is way too long. So you have 2 minutes to discuss it. 3, 2, 1, start prediction. Tom has a ton of force. Is not a villain. He is a villain to the mouse, though. Lucifer. I think Lucifer would win. Okay, what's the thought process here? I need you to let me in on that thought process. Tom. We have established that Tom can actually use basic machinery. He can, if you have some sort of machine, he can use it. So if he had a power to use a gun or something, he could just pew pew Lucifer. Lucifer, I don't know. But on the other hand, Lucifer can predict his enemy's moves. He can predict that Tom is gonna pull out that gun, and he can outsmart him. He can sabotage the gun even, and poke like fake bullets or something in it. Tom can do a plan to destroy Lucifer. It is true, cartoon logics are OP, but right now, we're just talking about the kitties. What do you think if those two worlds collided? What would happen? Oh no, that's not what I wanted to click, sorry. Not the one. Okay, we're back. Let's see, predictions. We have the same exact situation right now where more points went into Tom, but more votes went into Lucifer. See, this is why I cannot trust you guys to make this prediction. So, I am going to choose an outcome now. I have decided that this battle is indeed going to be won by Tom. Tom is indeed the winner. He can just get out of any trouble. Even if Lucifer can outsmart him, Tom is still wearing the plot armor. So I didn't vote, no. Plus 10k, let's go. Oh my god, someone's actually gonna get the ASMR at some point. No. No, it cannot happen. Okay, everyone. Now, because I think it's kind of unfair how we have only 2 over here and then 2 over here. I wonder if I could, for example, put Mouth here, right? So then we actually have a battle of these 3 cats, so Yoruichi, Tom, and Meowth versus Momo, Salem, and Happy. And then instead of choosing between 2 cats, we will have to choose between 3. Or not. Like, what's the decision over here? Or, hear me out one more time. Maybe we will do the bracket fights between these two, and these 2. But then when we get to these points, right? So the next here, we will have 3 cats fight against one another. I think that's a good idea. Okay then. The next prediction is going to be about Meowth versus... Oh, why doesn't it let me write? Meowth versus Momo. You know what? They have the power of anime by their side. So I don't know who's going to win this one. Might be a tough one. Epic finale. Yes, we will have an epic finale. Place your bets. Meowth or Momo? I would need to think. Because Meowth is very intelligent and they both can use human language. So they must both be very smart. But what does Meowth has that could defeat Momo versus what Momo could use to defeat Meowth? This one, I feel like this is actually a pretty even battle between the two of them. I want to say Momo because the power of cuteness and fashion. You know what? If that was a battle of cuteness, Momo would win instantly. Let's be honest. Momo, because tall Momo. Okay, tall Momo. You know what? Tall Momo could evolve into tall Momo in order to defeat Meowth. That is an option. I got you, Momo. Momo can roast Meowth for not having cloaks. Oh. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. We're getting close to the end. I want to see already a little sneak peek of what is happening. Oh, I see. I will not reveal though, because I want to wait until the prediction ends in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it ended. We actually have most of the votes casted on Momo. And honestly, yeah, I also think that especially if Momo evolves into tall Momo, he can take over the world. He can do that. Yes, Momo does have a solid fan base. Okay, everyone. But now time to fight between the two pretty big guys, you know? We have the battle between Salem and Happy. Both of those are kind of a little bit like little wizards in their own universes. But who is the bigger wizard? Who has more power to defeat the other one? Salem, as a human, he did have the power to destroy the whole world. He only got caught, and that's why he wasn't able to. But Happy, on the other hand, remember that this is still a magical cat who can fly. Salem, it is just a cat. He used to be the most powerful sorcerer. But Meowth still has powers. This one is tough, it is. Salem is still incredibly intelligent, it is true. But I think we now have just the battle between actual magical powers, so Happy, versus pure intelligence, like a raw intelligence. Which one do you think would win in this battle? Magic or intelligence? He could outsmart Happy and trap him somehow so he can fly. Oh, interesting. I trust JK's judgments. Being a cat nerves Salem a lot silent. Wait, what? Being a cat nerves Salem a lot sadly? It is, right? If he was in his human form, I think he would just like win right like that. He would not stand with those kitties. He would just be like, oh, peasants. And he would go through all of them. Well, let me change the song maybe to something more upbeat. Not the world building burning. Yeah, it's not gonna burn today. I mean, technically, Salem would be the type of guy who would be like, I'll burn the world for you. I will burn the world. Oh, wow. I cannot believe this, guys. We have almost the same exact amount of votes on both Salem and Happy. The difference is only one single vote. One single vote. Can you believe it? Now, what I think is going to happen is that even though Happy is extremely powerful, he has the magical powers, but I think pure intelligence still wins. So congratulations to those of you that voted for Salem, because he indeed would win this battle. If Salem had a plan for world domination, he would use that knowledge. Exactly. That's what I think so as well. If he wanted the world domination, he probably went already against magical cats in the past, so he would know how to fight that. Okay. Almost last battle. We're getting close there. We have Yoruichi versus Tom. That might be a tough one. I already think that I know who would win. But I want to see, of course, what are your theories? How do you think that battle would go in? Let us start the prediction. Remember that Tom is wearing the plot armor. He can do anything. He will never die. But on the other hand, Yoruichi is a freaking commander. And she has lightning powers. She could destroy Tom if she wanted to. But she would need to find a tactic to do that. Because Tom, he's a smart guy. He will quickly realize that Yoruichi is powerful. Yoruichi would probably be able to catch him. Go, Tom, get the nuclear bomb. What? There's no force greater than Toon Force. Plus, she can transform into a cat. He can put on armor against thunders. Oh, Tom is a gag character. Gag plot armor. Above everything. I see. So we have very divided opinions. I feel like we have two very strong camps. We have very strong opinions of Yoruichi, but also of Tom. The judges must now go and discuss among one another the verdicts. We'll take a second over here. The judges have made the judgment and they have chosen the verdict. But you still have the last chance to vote. So put your channel points, place your bet one last time before the grand finale. And ladies and gentlemen, this was no easy decision to make. But we have to admit that baddies always win. And who's the biggest baddie in here? So congratulations to those of you who are getting the 20,000 channel points that were placed probably by Matata. And Matthew, if we lose, we're making the plan to destroy the world. Well, here you go. You have the opportunity to do it now. Biased. We and other judges, all of the other judges that you're seeing right now, we have made a very fair and thorough decision. We even had to take a timeout to talk about it. I don't know what you're talking about. Tom is no match. He is Yoruichi's house cat. He could be, honestly. He could be that. Okay. we have semifinals now, guys. Semifinals. So we can already put Yoruichi here because we have a battle between Momo and Salem. Now this is heartbreaking. Momo versus Salem, both of my favorites. Oh my gosh, how could I possibly choose between these two? Like, actually, how do you choose between that? How do you choose between the cuteness, the emotions, the care versus the sassy world domination type of cat? Yeah, my heart aches. I actually don't know how to pronounce this word on this one. The same for me too. Oh no, right? We knew this moment is going to happen. We knew that those two will be put against one another. Sorry, Momo, I don't think your legs can go against this one. You don't believe in the power of legs. Wow, devastating. Truly. I see the predictions are being made. But we will wait. We will wait. And actually, in the meantime, I can look for another playlist because we already ran out of all the songs in here. I don't have any, like, intense battle songs, though. You know what? No, we will wait until we finish this fight. Or actually, this entire grand battle, and then we're gonna switch the playlist for the second thing that I'm planning, which I think is going to be kind of fun. Gotta go with Salem. It's the intelligence. Salem wouldn't lose. Sorry, I had an ad hoc meeting. They heard you, they heard that you're not working, and they were like, oh, let's throw a meeting then. Also, you can now catch up on all of the fights that happen in between. I made Tom lose? No, he lost on his own. What do you mean? I did it. I and the other juries, we literally had to take time out to discuss this important decision. You cannot put this on me. I know, right? I felt so caught. They really be watching every single one of your steps. Okay, everyone. The most heartbreaking battle has finished. And I see that everyone is united. Basically, it's on the same page. As much as we love Momo, we do believe that Salem would win. Guys, everything has been leading up to this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest battle is going to start right now. Because on the battlefield, we have Salem and then Yoruichi. Both of them are extremely powerful sorcerers. Salem with extraordinary intelligence, and Yoruichi with incredible combat skills and lightning powers. Let's start a prediction and discuss who shall win this battle. Let's be real, he had a plan to take over the world, so his army is probably bigger. But I think wasn't he planning to take over the world by himself? Like he was that powerful? I don't remember. I don't think he had followers, Salem, right? Or maybe I don't remember this show. Black Cat against Black Cat. True endgame, true. Facts. 2 black cats against one another. Baddie power. Yeah, actually, this is the baddie. But actually, it's baddie versus baddie. I know Salem is not a girl, but he is a baddie. He slays, for sure. It is tough. Nikki will avenge you. No worries. She can easily defeat Salem. Thankfully, Nikki is not here. It was never said, but he did have allies. And he has lots of brain power to manipulate and convince those to join him. I see your train of thought. But that's the thing. Yoruichi also has an army. She's literally a commander. And she has a ton of very loyal people. She actually has one... I don't know how to say this in English. Like a discipline student who deeply admires her and has learned everything from her. She's just as powerful as her because she's actually also a commander. So... this is a tough one, honestly. In the show, he mentions some people of power he was friends with, who is voting against Salem fight me. But Salem in the general, which is higher? Salem is the general? Was he really a general? I don't remember that many details, honestly. Oh, sorry, I made a weird noise while I was drinking water. But you need to also remember, guys, that Salem currently has no powers. He might be extremely intelligent. But without his powers, does he really stand a chance? Where's the poll? It's gonna be here very shortly. Not specifically, but if he has plans to take over the world, he is the leader. I see. This is a tough one. Even I don't know who to choose. I can tell you what are the results. So the results are actually 55% versus 45. Even you guys are torn. So I need to think. You know, I'm very biased towards Salem. I definitely am. But he is still in the human form. Not in the human, in the cat form. If he broke his curse and became a human, 100% he would win, no doubt. But because he's stuck in his cat form, I think it has to be Yoruichi. I think it has to be the baddie of all baddies. Yes! Who's to say he can during this fight? Me, I'm the judge. You're saying humans win against cats? No! She's also a cat, okay? Sometimes. I trusted you. Well, maybe you shouldn't? So we have the winner. Actually, let me take a screenshot of this because I think it's like such an important moment. Hold on, why can't I take a screenshot like the way I want to? Okay, I want to make it like that. Hold on, probably his screen is frozen, but don't worry. It's fine because I'm taking a screenshot. That's why. Okay, should be unfrozen. Cats will destroy Kato for that phrase. I feel so betrayed. 24k plus net. Let's go. Wow. Okay, everyone. I actually have one more surprise for you. But before we get into it, I do need to pee. So I will play the ads. I will let all of you just yell at me because you're so mad at me. You know, I'm definitely not using this opportunity like run away from my problems. Okay, let's go. I'll take a break. 3 minutes on the clock. I'll play ads. And then I have one more extremely fun thing. It might be even more fun than this one, to be honest with you. But you'll see after the break.